going to go the way you think.
Which is the truth about this movie that everybody's already said, and I'm the last one to say, but here's my review of Star Wars The Last Jedi. We made it. Like we all made it. Like we made it to December 15th, well 16th for me because I didn't get a chance to see it yesterday, unfortunately, but we made it. I've finally seen Star Wars The Last Jedi, and I'm very, very happy. But now, listen. This is a completely spoiler-free review, so if you think that I'm talking about something that's going to lead to a spoiler, I'm not. I know what will ruin this movie for you and what won't. I will not spoil anything, and I really don't want to, because knowing pretty much nothing about this movie going in, it was really awesome. I'm going to be honest with you, I was really excited to see this movie, of course, but that audience score on Rotten Tomatoes really made me less excited because, you know, some people really had mixed feelings about this movie, and I was like, oh no. But, you know, walking out of it, I don't understand that. You know, some of the negatives that people had, one was the character of Rose, and whoa, this is not a spoiler. I'm not going to tell you anything about this character if you've never heard of Rose. Neither did I until I watched a couple reviews, but it doesn't give away anything about the movie, and I will not talk about this character much at all. She meets up with Finn or whatever. This is okay. Sounds like I'm spoiling stuff, but I'm not, okay? She meets up with Finn, you know, and everything, and there's this whole aspect of the movie where they go to another planet and stuff, and a lot of people did not like this part of the movie. They felt that it dragged and everything. I do agree that it is not as interesting as everything else that happened in this movie, and there's so much going on in this movie. This is probably the least interesting part, yes. But I still liked it. Now, if you didn't like it, and if you've already seen the movie, and if you didn't like it, don't get mad at me. I'm just saying I did find myself liking that aspect of the movie. I enjoyed it. It wasn't a drag for me. Now, I wasn't really particularly invested in the character of Rose, but I still liked the aspect of the movie. There was a lot of fun in it there was a lot of moments in it that I enjoyed. Now, once again, everything else is better, but I still liked it. Mark Hamill, oh my god, Mark Hamill. Like, this is an Oscar-worthy performance, man. People have said that it's his best performance as Luke. Yeah, I'd say so. He's just... I really like how he's sort of changed. I won't ruin anything. But it really feels like he's sort of a different person than he was in the original trilogy. I didn't realize there was this much I couldn't talk about this movie without spoiling anything until now. But Mark Hamill is great as Luke. It is probably, yes, his best performance as Luke Skywalker. We know he's really good in a lot of other stuff, like as the Joker and stuff, but he is great here. He needs to get an Oscar. They're probably not going to give it to somebody in a Star Wars movie because that's how the Academy Awards are. But it's pretty damn good. And I really loved what they did with Kylo Ren in this movie again. Once again, Adam Driver is a great actor, and he has a great performance as Kylo Ren. And one thing I really love about him, too, is, like, Darth Vader really seems like this sort of creature to people, and Kylo Ren just seems more of a human character, which is really awesome as well. And in this movie, there's a lot he does that I really enjoyed and loved. Rey, of course, Daisy Ridley, you know, her first movie was The Force Awakens, and she was great in it. In this movie, again, as Rey, she is awesome. And John Boyega is great as Finn, and Oscar Isaac is great as Poe Dameron. And Andy Serkis as Snoke, of course. You know, some people really didn't like him because he was just sort of this CGI monster. In this movie, I don't know. He does some really cool stuff in this movie. If you guys have seen the trailer, you know when he's like, fulfill your destiny. And he's like, he's kind of just like forcing Rey. I won't spoil that scene, but that scene was pretty cool. I won't say anything else. Anyway, Captain Phasma, that fight scene that she has with Finn in the movie, in the trailer, you've already seen it. Some of that fight scene. But she is really good in this movie too. But the thing that's going to be a disappointment for some people is that she doesn't really do too much else. She doesn't really do more in this movie than she did in The Force Awakens. So that was a little bit of a disappointment. Another thing, I've seen Looper. I haven't seen like Brick, but Looper is the one movie I've seen by Rian Johnson other than The Last Jedi. And this is the most unique Star Wars movie of all time in the entire saga. And really, everybody has said it already that has reviewed this movie or talked about this movie. But honestly, you can't predict what's going to happen in The Last Jedi. You cannot. I mean, unless, I don't know, it's just somehow by luck. But it is so unexpected. It really is not going to go the way you think, like Luke says. And it is so good. It felt so original for me, and I just loved it. The negative I had with it, that Rose wasn't too investing, that I wasn't too invested in Rose's character, and that aspect with Finn and Rose, although I liked, was one of the less interesting parts of the movie. It's still an amazing experience and an awesome Star Wars movie. It's better than The Force Awakens, and it's my second favorite Star Wars movie. The Empire Strikes Back is still my favorite, and it's better than A New Hope. And that's just amazing. And Star Wars The Last Jedi is definitely a masterpiece. And I don't need to tell you to see this movie, because of course you're going to see this movie. If you don't see this movie, I don't know why you wouldn't see this movie. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share. I'd really appreciate it if you did. And as always, have a great day. Go watch The Last Jedi. I don't need to tell you, you're going to. Peace out.